Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with more One Piece Odyssey. Now to continue where I left off. So welcome back. That matter has been settled. Now it's time to play some games. So, let's head to the Dust Ruins by talking to audio. You're here. Did you bring the one you were looking for? Yeah, we got it! Alright, then let's head to the Dust Ruins. Well, we can stop by the camp first if you guys are tired. Audio rejoined the party once again. But it's time to make for the Dust Ruins.
ところでリム、メモリアから何を連れてきたんだ？
カニよ。
カニだと？よくわからねえが、そいつは楽しみだ。
Excelligator, a species of I can't even read that. I can't read that. Yeah, like I was gonna forget that bird's nest after I died and had to restart all over again. Alright, so that stuff was looted. Really is a shame it won't let me just jump off this ledge. I mean, I can clear the jump. Why not let me jump off? It's a small thing, but still.
じゃあ、いい？あの子を出すわ。頼むぞ、コガニ。行くぞ、出発だ。いいぞ、コガニ。すげえ、狭いぞ。我慢しなさい。もう死んでもいい。うるせえ。なんだと？二人とも暴れないで。
It's not very often you hear Robin with a voice of urgency and telling everyone to stop fussing, otherwise you're gonna mess things up for everybody.
ありがとう、コガニ。
さあ、巨像を目指そうぜ。
Alright, we're here, so let's explore. We got a chopper spot and what looks to be a very big snail. Hold on, let's see if we can use observation Haki on it. From this distance? I don't know. But let's poke it. Let's poke it with a stick. And that stick is my fist. Ooh, it's got an XP bonus. Let's kill it. Kinda tough, ain't it? Pretty alright XP bonus. Oh, we got something over here. What is this? Wandering Clan's Journal 2 of 13. Okay, not bad. Let's look around and make sure there isn't a fragment we can't grab from another place. There's something over there. What is that?
Yosh.
We're gonna have to fight some of these things in order to get to some of the goodies on the other end. And I love how whenever we're fighting enemies, we just choose to voluntarily go to a completely different place in order to fight.
盛り上がってきたな。俺の力で終わらせるとしよう。俺の方はいつでもいいぞ。
Alright, beat the powered up Ogre Saze Kacho B within one turn. Alright, so... Luffy has a better chance of beating the powered up Ogre. But let's try with Zoro. Wait, the one that we need to beat within one turn isn't even in any of the spots that any of my crewmates can even fight with. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got concerned there for a moment that I wouldn't be able to pull this off. I gotta love that typing, keeping me from actually doing a substantial amount of damage. Gotta love it! Bruh! Audio! Audio! Dude, can you be on my team permanently? Can Audio be on my team permanently? Bruh! I had a feeling the dude was strong, but I didn't know he had it like that. Yep, I knew it was a Yosa. Exclusive crown, HP, ooh, 2100. Not bad. Technique resistance, speed resistance, power resistance, Igaram's ribbon tie. Maybe. Technique resistance. Limited to 2. Then we're gonna get 2. Because making some people resistant to a technique type that is, you know, highly effective against them would be incredibly useful. But unfortunately, I probably won't be able to upgrade it simply because it's of a lower tier. So there's that. Alright, this goes to Zoro.
行くぞ。
Why won't you let, what? Why won't you let me jump off the edge? Really? Really, you won't let me jump off the edge? Why won't you let me jump? It's not that far. I've survived bigger jumps. Why won't you? Is this a joke? No, really, 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 why won't it? Thank you, thank you. Why do I have to grapple to jump off of a ledge down to a space where I can normally walk? Huh. We're moving on.
ここも雷鳴の遺構みたいに何かの研究施設だったりするのかしら。
奥に進めばその謎も解けるかもな。
中も随分崩れてやがるな。
Got another tablet. Dust tablet. I've actually found one other tablet, and it was in a Lost Valley location on the other side of Audio and Liam's place. But I still don't know the purpose of these tablets. If they're just collectibles or if they do something special. Of course we're gonna jump him.
来い、まとめて相手だ。強烈なのをお見舞いしてあげる。ギアセカンドゴムゴムのジェットウィン。
いつでもいいぞ。
Good thing I took them all out, because another hit from one of those dugongs would have been very bad for Nami. Wait, how are you still alive? How is that one still alive? No, seriously, can Audio permanently join my team?
もっと強くなるぞ。俺は海賊王になるんだ。
And Gator Durian. Dude, why can't I grab it? Are you mean to tell me I have to be at the exact spot?
この移行のこと何か分かったか？
そういうアディオは？
俺も今のところさっぱりだ。
You know, you keep laughing a whole lot every time someone asks you a question. Audio keeps laughing a whole lot like, huh? I don't know. It's kind of odd. You all right? What you trying to hide? Oh, sweet. I got 2. Can't do anything with that, but Gum Gum Bazooka has been upgraded, so I guess I'll just save this for the next one. Oh, Zoro's got one. Max out Onigiri. And another one for Nami, but we can't use it towards anything. Types of status effects. Status ailments 4. I took way too long to even try and attempt to read it.
We should investigate it before we push it.
I already pushed it.
Why did you do that? What if it was a trap?
Then we'll just deal with it. But nothing's happening.
Ugh, this is so bad for my health.
なんか空気が流れてるわ。この辺りどこかにつながってる。
この像の台座、レールの上に乗ってるぞ。
風がこの台座の下から来てるわ。
台座が動くかやってみよう。ダメだ。
仕掛けがあるみたいだな。
台座を見て。何かはめ込むくぼみがあるわ。
Guess we gotta find some jewels to put into this pedestal in order to head further down.
くぼみにはめるものを探してみましょう。
Solve the pedestal's mystery. And I say pedestal, but it's pedestal. Alright, so that's where we came in. So we are going to go this way.
上行くぞ。
何があるのか楽しみだな。
The World Economy newspaper. That's about as far as you're going to be able to go in saying anything.
おい、なんか上で光ってるぞ。
何かの紋章のようね。
And we need that.
あの形、さっきの台座のくぼみと同じ形してない？
六角形だな。
でも随分高いぞ。どうやって取る？
Use Luffy and have him stretch over there.
何か仕掛けがあるのかもな。
仕掛けか。面白そうだ。探しに行こう。
Or we could just figure it out. Like a puzzle.
Oh, お前ら遅れるんじゃねえぞ。刀がうずく。
Even though they're weaker to me, that did a lot of damage still. So maybe there is a little bit of a power creep.
次はドイツだ。そうだ。行くぞ。俺についてこい。必殺。火炎星。ガツンとかますわよ。サンダーランスケート。
Dugongs are fine. Why is that move so good?
なんだあいつ何する気だ。
しひひ何が来るか見てみてえから待ってみるか。
おいおいみんなやられちまうだろうが。俺様に任せとけ。
Powerful attack for Wrestling Dugong A. Is that Wrestling Dugong? Okay, that's Wrestling Dugong A. Good. Took him out.
切りがいのありそうな相手だ。そっちか。そこをどけ。
And he's down.
任せろ。
And he's down. Went well.
じゃあな。俺たちは先に進む。
Almost missed that. That's for Usopp. Okay, so Exploding Star is maxed out for now. And there's a fragment on this thing's back.
お、カブトムシだ。
I want to get around to the other side of it so we can get a critical when we fight it and then get that fragment behind it.
これじゃ向こう側に行けないわね。
And I have no other choice. Because I can't grapple up anywhere. Wow. I could just grab it through him. I literally saved myself so much trouble just now. And that's going into arm point.
Toうとう俺を本気にさせやがってな。
Haven't used Gungam Storm in a minute. Wait. Oh, it's only one character. Ah, let's go gear second.
セカンド
So if Luffy can get gear second, and we haven't even got to Eni's lobby yet. So tell me how that makes sense. How do we get to gear second before we get to Eni's lobby? You would think that if we did like a little mini boss during Eni's lobby, then gear second would get revealed, but we're getting gear second stuff before we even get to the Eni's lobby section. So if Luffy can get like a gear second type of transformation for a couple of turns, then Zoro should have like a focus type of transformation where he puts his bandana over his head and he gets a boost. Or Usopp should get like a focus boost where he puts his goggles over his eyes. I'm just spitballing ideas here.
いつでもいいぞ。ほら、これだろ。
I should have had Chopper on my team for the free heals. Ooh. That wasn't bad at all. All right, we need to take out Wrestling Dugong A. So... Nice! XP bonus is mine.
俺はまだまだ強くなれる。
All right, just hold on, cotton pick a minute here. You told me to go this way, and now you're telling me, oh, we can't go that way. We need to find another way to get over there. I'm like, what the heck? Wait for it. Run away! Now that's where I came in. So are you telling me that I probably needed to go to the other place first? Like the other side first? Imagine going through those fights and going through there only to be told, oh, you can't go there. And why is there a save? What the heck? It's upside down. This whole place is upside down. I never noticed that until now. It's upside down.
楽しそうだな。 少しは警戒したらどうだ。
ここは砂だらけだな。
あの壁から出ている光は何だ。
あの大きな兄弟が光の軌道を変えているよね。
何の光だかわかんねえが、何かの仕掛けだろうな。
あの扉の模様、歯車か。なんだか怪しい扉だな。
そうね。何かありそうな扉だわ。
私としてはあの奥に見える矢印のような模様の扉も気になるわ。
ダメだー、もうどの扉も危ねえ感じしかしねえ。
結局は開けることになるだろうがな。
Alright, let's figure this room out.
奥の扉、ゾロなら切れるんじゃない？
行くぞ。
I like how Zoro cuts so undeniably fast that even the shake from the shock of him cutting the door doesn't happen until after the fact.
何が起こったんだ？
真ん中の部屋の装置が動くようになったんじゃないか。確かめてみようぜ。
Yo, Skeleton, welcome back. I have to update the title for this stream just a little bit. When Colossus and Dust Ruins, Part 2. Alright, all is right with the world. Let us continue on. Oh, I just realized. Hold on. Ah, there it is.
Yes.
The image quality and streaming quality was still keyed in to 1080. I forgot to set it back down to 720.
準備 OK だ。三刀流奥義三千世界。
Haha, the last one alive suffers bleeding!
とうとう俺を本気にさせやがったな。
Go to sleep, go to sleep. You won't live till tomorrow.
必殺火薬星。
さあ、ガツンとかます。
俺が相手だ。次はドイツだ。邪魔だ。
Audio really loves that move, doesn't he?
見たか。これが黒兜の威力と俺様の実力だ。
行くぞ。
Spot for Chopper.
こういうとこは俺の出番だ。よし。
All right, for Robin. Oh no, I'm making the grab even more dangerous. And you know what? You can be on the sidelines for a little while, Usopp. You're already a person who's pretty much the top-ranking person on my entire team. I don't want to give you even more power. You got enough of that already. Yeah, this whole room's upside down, because if you flip it over, I can get that chest. So many things are changed, which means I should probably explore every single one of these rooms before I make any room-shifting changes. That was in the room that I just took Chopper from. There's a chest right there. How dare you? Hide stuff in plain sight. For me!
おい、なんか嫌がるぞ。
Does that count as a critical? Nope, it does not. Ooh, monster point. We got ourselves a monster point chopper! Oh, that's cute. That's cute. All that for a drop of blood. Stop attacking my navigator! He really does love using that move, doesn't he? He doesn't have anything else. Does he have even basic attacks? Because I don't see him using it all that much. He just constantly spams Tempesta. Tempesta. Over and over, over and over.
怪物と呼ばれようと俺
Now,
は
I ain't gonna say that I don't spam stuff from over and over, but at least I try to vary it up just a little bit. I'm like, dang, keep it fresh. This snail is very easy to predict. Oh, my eyes! Why would you shine that in my eyes? Why would you do that? Stop shining the light into my eyes. I cannot see.
行くぞ。奥に何かあるな。
Burst Brew. There's a spot that opens up here. But this does not appear to be the right way to do this. Alright, so you got me jumping all across these places looking at all these different things, but I don't think any one of my crew members has a digging skill. Just saying. That's kind of one thing that I lack. Now, unless Usopp can do something about it. Chopper can't do anything about this. Like, what does the game expect me to do? What do you expect me to do?
Yes.
Does someone on this team have a digging skill that I'm not aware of? Look, I am tired of the snail going around and around and around and around and around. Stop it already. Tired of you. Oh wait, I gotta heal Nami. You did all that for 107 damage. You did all that spectacle, that big old spectacle, and you barely did anything. Oh right, it's heal, not care.
これで元気になるぞ。ありがとう、チョッパー。おう。
あなたたちの相手は私よ。はっ、これでどう？
You got anything else, audio? You took out one. How are you still alive? Yeah, how do these enemies have leaf bracers that allows them to survive with at least 1 HP left? I honestly feel when it comes to games like this, if enemies don't have leaf bracers or last chance or whatever you call it in RPGs where you can survive a potentially fatal hit with only 1 HP left, yeah, don't give that to enemies. If my attack is capable of... Don't allow an enemy to at least survive with 1 HP. Leave that for us players so we can be frantic, panic, and potentially endanger ourselves in the middle of the battle, because that's something that happens to players. We get reduced all the way down to 1 HP and we panic, and we can either make a very big decision that leads to victory, or we just die afterwards and rage quit. But don't allow enemies in video games to be able to survive with at least 1 HP. Because you might as well just allow me to kill them after that. If it even gets to that point. And this is regular Gatling. I don't know if I'm gonna get Jet Gatling, because I didn't look at Luffy's entire list when I started the game. Alright, no more annoying snails around this area. Solve the pedestal mystery. What do I do?
任せろ。
I'm asking rhetorically. Static, good to see you. No spoilers, good luck. Yeah.
さて。
よし。 私の出番ね。
やってやるぜ黒カブト。
Do I need to go back? Like, what the heck? There's a ladder that goes up there, but we still don't have a way of actually getting to it.
よし。
Like, there's no way for me to get up there. Did I go in every room? Yeah, I went in every room. I looked in every spot. What am I missing? What am I missing that'll allow me to get through this? Because the light is shining on this one particular spot. And it's not shining anywhere else. And no other buttons are active.
行くぞ。
私の出番ね。
I'm choosing different people, hitting different buttons, attempting to do something, but nothing is working.
任せろ。
Do I have to hit this button again? No, I can't. I can't hit this button. Doing all this running around, what does the game expect me to do? Lord Jesus, what is with this? What is with this? Why can't I figure this out? It has to be something so irredeemably simple that I am just so blind to it that my mind is just intentionally overlooking it. It's gotta be something simple. I'll facepalm myself loud enough for all of you to hear it. Did I flip the room? How do I flip the room? Wait. If I flip... Wait a minute. Okay. Static, say nothing. Say nothing, Static. Say nothing. Static, say nothing. My thing is, if you do something in a game like this where it wants you to go back to another room, simply having the main goal of solve the pedestal's mystery, at least have underneath it subcategories that say, all right, button's been flipped. You may be able to press a button in another room since you pressed this button now. And then have it up on the screen to just let you know, hey, that's what you need to do. But no.
無事に動力が供給されたみたいね。
さっきのスイッチは俺様の予想通りこいつを動かすためのものだったんだな。よし、押すぞ。
すごい。部屋ごとひっくり返るなんて。
面白い。死ぬかと思ったぞ。
That is a problem with this game a little bit. Oh, there's multiple problems that I've come across. And now we have the ability to save. It doesn't exactly tell you where you need to go sometimes. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Especially if it gives you a map to reference. It doesn't give you a marker of where your destination is. You just gotta assume it's like solve the pedestal's mystery. If it tells me to go to Nanohana and it directs me to a location, sure, it'll do that if there's like a corresponding location for it to do so, but other times it just won't do it at all. And that's what I find annoying. And now I see that I gotta flip the room again in order to turn the light to the exact.
床にあった装置が天井に張り付いちまってる。これじゃ操作できねえぞ。
I gotta flip the room back over and then turn that one light switch that was shining on the other post that was buried in sand. I need to have that light shining on it in order for that other door to be open. So, nice. That's just nice.
大丈夫だ。こんくらいなら伸ばしゃ届く。それにしても結構な数の装置が。
Unless I can just use Luffy to reach it. Even when you're doing side missions? Exactly. See, I did a side mission, and this was during when I was going through the Alabasta Arc section of this game. It did not tell me whether I had the amount. It was the one where I had to get the desert nuts for the bird. And normally in other games, it'll let you know, hey, you've collected enough. The game doesn't tell you that. You just gotta assume, you just gotta keep checking your inventory, which is tedious. And not only that, it never gives you an indicator that, hey, you found everything you need, return to the bird. And not only that, it doesn't even tell you where the bird is. Sure, you can see it with your eyes, but just in case you need like a reminder of like, hey, maybe you're lost in the city and you're trying to get back to where you need to go. It doesn't give you an indicator of where the mission giver actually is. So it makes running back and forth way more tedious than it needs to be. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't mind if a game is fun and you can run back and forth as long as the experience is fun. I don't mind any of that at all. But I have a problem when things are done in a tedious way to make you make padding for time, or it's done in a way where it feels like I can't be or when things are done in a way, hold on, I'm not facing my mic. Eye is itching. Or things are done in a way where it's more frustrating than anything else. I should not be trying to bend over backwards trying to figure out, hey, where is the person who gave me this mission at? Or anything of that nature. I'm not asking for a Ubisoft level of attention to detail, because Lord knows most of us are tired of that same old formula that Ubisoft is known for. But at least give me the ability to tell where I need to go when it's appropriate. Don't just take all... This is an Elden Ring. This is an Elden Ring where I need to figure things out. At least in Elden Ring, it's good, and it's fun, and it's worth trying to figure things out on your own. But in a game like this, it should not be the case. All right, now it's touching it. All right, that door's open. Which means I need to flip over this place again in order to get inside that room. Yeah, that's nice and all. That's nice. We just grab all the stuff that's in here now. Then head back, flip the room again, go through that room. Herb grilled bubble bird. Let me jump over the rail. It's such a small thing, but such a small thing can mean heaps. Running through areas with sand in it kind of reminds me of running through different areas in Darksiders, where you needed to run away from the worms or avoid being in the worm-infested sands. Like the Dead Sands. I don't know if it's called Dead Sands from the first Darksiders game. But running over sands with enemies in them just reminds me of my run with Darksiders. Just a bit. Saving, because I don't want to have to go through that again. And even though it says I got like 34 hours worth of playtime on this thing, I honestly feel like in the grand scheme of me actually doing stuff that's story related and not farming here and there, this game is quite short. Because I did look up how many chapters there were for this game, and it's not long. Just like I originally believed, this game will only take you up to Dressrosa.
Nanda?
敵だな。
よし。
くそ、行くしかねえよな。
But in this game, you have YouTube videos to find certain things. You should not have to do that if you're doing side missions. Exactly, Static. I should not have to look up YouTube videos on where a specific place is for a simple grab and fetch mission. Like, if I need to go pick up some things, sure, just tell me where I can find them. But also at the same time, if it's in a big open space where I need to find where this person is again, don't take the marker off. Because the thing is, the side missions will tell you where the person is before you even start the side mission. But then that marker disappears from the person you got the mission from, and you got to find out where they are again. So let them be in a far place. You get turned around, you get mixed around. So it just becomes tedious at that point. In other words, should you save your money, let me be the guinea pig, Ozzy. Let me just say that. From what I've played thus far in this game, there's a lot of things in Odyssey that annoy me. And it's not casual annoyance. A lot of it is frustration annoyance. So, yeah, save your money for right now. Wait for a nice sale. A very nice sale for now. As much as I love One Piece, does not save it from poor game design. Because there's a lot of things that are poorly done in this game that I'm not a fan of. And it is in fact a testament of its time. Because I know One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 was being done around the same time that this game was being made. But who knew that One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 would have the more succinct gameplay to it? That is why you're hoping for DLC down the road in the game. Possible Whole Cake Island, Wano, maybe. You'll continue to watch in the meantime. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you to wait for a sale all you want, but if you see something you actually enjoy from Odyssey, then by all means. I mean, it's not going to stop me from pointing out its flaws, because I am not a fan of the type of combat that it has. Not the turn-based elements, but the fact that you need to pay attention to the types, the typings of enemies. Like this Kabuto is a technique type. If I go over to Robin, these snails are speed types. If I go over to Luffy, ain't nobody like that. These typings pretty much make or break combat. And for me, it can be annoying if you get enemies who are resistant to whoever I'm using against them. Like attacks from Chopper. If I were to use it on this Cayenne Kabuto right now, it's only going to do a little bit of damage. Whereas if I was to use a character that was... If I were to use a character that could actually do a lot of damage to the Cayenne Kabuto, Luffy is not it. Nami is, though. If I use Nami against this Kabuto, it does so much more damage. Now, mind you, when I started this, I thought that I would be able to level up enough where I could just, it doesn't matter if they're resistant to me, I can just overpower them with overwhelming power and force. That's not the case here, because the game doesn't even allow you to see what level the enemies are you are facing. There's a lot of guesstimating in this RPG, and there shouldn't be. You don't know what level enemies are. The game never tells you what level range enemies are at any given time. You just have to guess. And because it's very hard for you to gauge how powerful you are against the enemies you face if, one, they never give you the level of the enemies you're facing, and two, they never show you exactly how much hit points an enemy has. Because at least that way, you can use a specific attack that does a specific amount of damage that allows you to take them down. And another thing that kind of confuses me is the fact that you look at the attack damage that you have here on the screen. That's actually something that just came to my mind, and it now makes me even more annoyed than possible than I've ever felt for this game right now. It tells me that Gum Gum Bullet will in fact do 3,914 attack. That's how much damage it says it's going to do. Now, I understand that there are enemies with typings that'll make me resistant. That'll make them resistant to my attack. But if I were to use an attack like this, I should be doing the attack damage it is telling me. But I've never done 3,914 attack before. If it allows me to play as Nami. Okay, so as you can see here, Robin is at an automatic disadvantage, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can, what I can do is use an item where I can decrease the attack of an enemy's for a certain amount of turns. Nothing that lasts the entire fight, but just a certain amount of turns. So don't think any of these is going to be, useful against you or useful during an entire fight. Everything is based on turns, like turns after turns after turns. Stuff that you would see in a potential mobile game, because a lot of elements here reminds me of mobile games to a degree. Such as, oh, this type is strong against this type, or this type is strong against that type. A lot of things are present in this game that I honestly don't think should be in here at all. And Godjiel and I were kind of talking about this during my last stream for this. It's very hard for you to want to grind if you can't tell if all that grinding pays off in the end. It's very difficult. Like, look at all that damage I just did. Not much. I can't even tell what my most basic attack damage does to enemies because it doesn't tell me. I don't mind Audio's attack, though. He spams that literally every single fight. He never does anything different. But I don't mind it, because it does a lot of damage to all the enemies. Okay, so we're right here with Nami. Nami has an advantage over Kai and Kabuto. Now, more than likely, when she hits it, she's gonna kill it. Now, I'm looking at all these skills. Okay, so look. Cyclone Tempo. That will do 2,233 damage. And plus, since Nami has an advantage, it should do even more. But, if I use it on this Kabuto... Okay, so... my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, were they? Hold up. My eyes were not playing tricks on me. I aimed at the Kabuto. Why did it hit the snail? 2,233 damage. And plus, since Nami has an advantage, it should do... But if I use it on this Kabuto, 33 damage, 2,233. Why would it point me in the direction of where the Kabuto is, but not even let... What was that? What was that? What was that? I aimed at the Kabuto. I wasn't aimed at the snail, otherwise the camera would be looking at the snail. But it aimed at the snail anyway instead of what I was actually looking at. Okay, let's do something basic. Gun pistol, 3,980 damage. We need to get into another fight. Because I got a hypothesis right now, and if my hypothesis is right, then combat in this game is kind of busted. And not in a good way. So, we need to get into another fight. Matter of fact, let's solve this room and then get into a fight with one of the snails. Golden jelly, just in case somebody dies. It's kind of difficult for me to want to grind if I don't even know what I'm grinding for, or I can't tell if all the grinding pays off and I'm much stronger than enemies in the end, because I can't even tell what level the enemies are, which tells me how much more I need to grind in order to become stronger. What is the purpose of me becoming stronger if I have absolutely no way of seeing how strong I am against enemies whose level is always going to be unknown? How am I supposed to gauge my strength against my enemies if I can't even tell what stage my enemies are at in terms of strength? This is a genuine question. None of you have to answer. Don't worry about it. But it's like, this is a genuine question I have. Never have I played an RPG where I can't tell how strong I am against enemies, because I could always tell how strong enemies are. And the thing is, Elden Ring doesn't tell you how strong enemies are in the game, but at least you have a good way of telling how strong they are against you, just based off you purely fighting them. At least you have an indicator about whether your attacks are small or they don't do that much based on the gear that you have. But the difference between Elden Ring and this game is that Elden Ring, you can tell. You can tell how strong an enemy is based on how much damage they do to you. Here, it's a mixed bag. And on top of that, it calls itself an RPG, but when you can't tell the strength of the enemies you're facing, that puts you at a disadvantage. Constantly thinking, oh, I just need to keep grinding. Am I strong enough? You can't even tell.
Yoshi, こいつだな.
And like I said, I love One Piece. I love the One Piece series. But something about this game just doesn't ring true to me for One Piece in terms of combat that should be very good, should be entertaining, should be fulfilling, should have substance, should be worth it. But I go through these fights and sometimes I turn on auto battling because it's like, why put forth the effort sometimes? That's just me. This is my own personal opinion about Odyssey. But some things about it just don't res with me. I'm sorry. Despite this game, One Piece is still king. Exactly, Ozzy. One Piece is still awesome. But this game, unfortunately, its combat and gameplay does not do it justice. I see nothing wrong with the story. The story's great. The story beats are great in this game. The interactions with characters is great. The little dialogue you get after the dialogue is done, or while the dialogue you get when you do certain things during combat, yeah, that screams One Piece to me. But the gameplay is where it falters. All right, I got what I needed, so we can go ahead and go. See, I could take a shortcut and get right back here to the stairs. I could, if the game if the game didn't have invisible barriers. That look, I jump. Look, I should be able to jump off of this and go down the stairs and then go up behind these stairs, right back up to the platform that can take me out of this room. But the game won't let me do something as simple as jumping over a ledge, even though my jump height is enough to get me over. This feels like a step backwards. At least with One Piece World Seeker, I could jump off of stuff. But we need to have another fight. We need to have another fight with those snails. Because the thing about my attacks doing a certain amount of damage, but not being able to do as much damage overall, as it says. Like, for me personally, if I go into here, okay, Chopper has an advantage against this snail. Now, if we go over to his special skill, we have Cloven Roseo Metal, which should do, it says attack, should do 1,934. Since Chopper has an advantage against this snail creature, this Ogre Sanze, what is it? Kanze? It's called as Kanze, isn't it? Hold on. What is it called? Saze! Yeah, Saze. Chopper should have a definitive advantage over this Ogre Saze. And I should be able to do more than just 1,934 points of damage. Let's see if he does. Okay. Why did I do 1,045? If the damage that Chopper was able to do can reach up to almost 2,000. Why did I do less damage than what was shown? I've been going through these battles not noticing that. This is like M. Night Shyamalan's whack movie based off of Avatar: The Last Airbender. He killed any chance that movie have a sequel with all the changes he put into it. No, this is what happens when you have an idiot who doesn't even pay attention to the source material try to make a movie off of a big IP. M. Night Shyamalan pretty much fell off as a film director after, I want to say, Sixth Sense. After that, he became predictable and none of his movies reached the same level of notoriety. Sixth Sense, or what is it? What is it? That movie with Mr. Glass? Not the sequel, because apparently, from what I heard, Mr. Glass was poorly received and a horrible way to bring out that super-powered character that Bruce Willis played as. But M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar: The Last Airbender is when you give a person an entire source material, where you give a person access to a big IP, and then you have this man create a film blindfolded. What island would I want as DLC for this game? Not Zoe. I don't want Zoe. Whole Cake Island would be interesting. The fact that we're skipping over Sabaody Unbreakable. Thank you, Ozzy. Sabaody Archipelago would be nice because then you could reunite with with some pacifistas, or you could have the Sabaody archipelago from when the Straw Hats were first separated, and then have Kizaru in there, Sentomaru, the pacifistas, and the worst generation there as well. There's quite a few elements there. But the last airbender from Shyamalan is what happens when you give someone a source material and great characters, great story writing, great everything, and the person just looks at it and says like, nah, and then they start writing their story in crayon, and we're expected to take it seriously. All right, so back to the combat of this game. Thunderlance tempo should do at least, and we're both the same type, so I shouldn't be doing less damage. I should not be doing less damage against these things. I should be doing like neutral damage. So I should be able to do 2,301 against at least the Ogre Saze Kanchos in front of Nami. I should be able to do at least that much. And yet I do half that damage. Why? Like, I can go over to where Nami is. Took out both of them with a knockback punch. I don't understand. The damage you do in this game is inconsistent. That's an issue. That's a problem. The damage you do in this game is inconsistent. Regardless of how much you increase your damage, the numbers will not always be the same. At least if I play Final Fantasy 15 and I'm playing as Noctis or Gladius or whoever is on the team, and the weapons I have say they do a certain amount of damage, at least I will do that amount of damage. But in this game, I got special attacks that tell me I'm going to be able to do that much attack. And yet the game tells me you didn't do that much attack. Why? Why is the amount of damage I do in this game on a roulette wheel? Oh, you could do something. Or you couldn't. I have better chances gauging how much damage is done in Marvel's Midnight Suns than I do in this RPG where it clearly tells me how much damage I do. I just consider it... I consider it annoying. Like, look at this. 1696. That's my attack. If I don't do this much or double that because Robin has an advantage over these dugongs, there's an issue. Robin has an advantage over these things. Robin has an advantage over the type. Robin has an advantage over these dugongs. So why did I do less? Why did I do less damage against these things? That makes little sense to me, and it makes going into fights even more, now that I know this, because I went through the past several streams I've done of One Piece Odyssey. I had no idea that the amount of damage I was doing versus the amount of damage it tells me I do was not the same. I'm just now realizing that. I'm just now realizing that the damage I'm supposed to be doing and the damage I actually do are two entirely different things. Has anyone ever heard of that? It's got nothing to do with whether they're resistant or not. Because there's a whole wheel. There's powered characters, and you have to forgive me if I'm ranting right now, but when I play games to have fun, and if I see something wrong, I'm going to talk about it. But if you would have told me Did they rush the game? No, this game has been in development since 2017. They worked on this game for 7 years. They worked on this game for 7 years, Skeleton. This game was being made around the same time as One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. And this is supposed to be the biggest One Piece game they've created. But it feels like so much is missing. Alright, I'm back. Had to check in on Denim because he's barking up a storm, getting jealous just because Kenzo getting treats. And he ain't. He's a good boy, but yeah, he ain't getting his way. Wizzy the Bear! Hello, welcome! If this is your first time here, hope you enjoy yourself. And the door I need to be going in is this one, because it's now open. And that ought to give us the seal we need in order to finally move that pedestal aside and move deeper inside of these ruins.
Yosh! 紋章が手に入ったわ。
ん？待て。お前ら気をつけろ。
私の番ね。ミラージュテンポ。ファタモルガナ。みんなで力を合わせるんだ。
私たちを狙うなんて運の悪い子ね。オチエンタフルールクロトワマード。
Now, this lizard is not resistant to Robin. Robin is on the same level as this creature. It's a technique type, and so is Robin. Robin's attack was in the 4 digits. Why did my attack do 3 digits. This is something that I simply don't understand. See, the thing that annoys me about even basic attacks is the fact that my base attack stat is in the 4 digits. My basic attacking should not be doing 3 digits. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. This actually makes fighting and wanting to get into fights, because see, this is kind of what the combat's kind of been ruined for me. The combat has been ruined for me because now that I know that my damage that it says on my stats is not the damage I'm going to be doing in actual combat, I don't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't make battle seem worthwhile. Because looking at that stat, it's like, what does that number even mean to me? What does that number do for me if I'm not even doing that number in terms of damage at all? If my damage is in the 4 digits, reaching up to like 2,000 in attack, how come I don't ever do that? It's got nothing to do with enemy resistances, because the only thing they have to rely on is just the typing that they are. That's it. There shouldn't be any other factors that make it so that I can't deal the damage that the game tells me I earn. Oh, now he wants to keep using it. Now he wants to use basic attacks.
邪魔するならはっちょっと痛い当然の結果ね
It's bad when I see fights as a means to an end rather than a way to see how strong I am against enemies. Because that's the way I'm seeing these battles now. It's disappointing, and I shouldn't. Especially considering I got 3 more arcs to get through for this game. At least I got the seals to go on the pedestal now. So we can make our way back to the main room.
よし、これで2つ揃った。
像の下に階段がある。
よし行こう
Flip the room, save, flip it again, defeat the Colossus. And some of y'all were not here when I went through the crocodile fight of the Alabasta arc. That was,
かなり進んだな。
that was bad.
巨像が出てもおかしくねえ雰囲気になってきたぜ。
よーし、見張りは俺に任せろ。巨像はお前たちに任せた。
お前も戦うんだよ。
今度はどんな巨像だ。
行くぞ。
よし。
A lot of the time I'd be raring to go when it comes to leveling up characters and making them stronger, but in this game, where I can't even tell, part of me just doesn't even see a desire. And that's sad. That's sad. How you gonna show one gorilla and then have 2 more show up? I was joking. I thought it was just gonna be that one we saw and the other one, but literally 2 whole gorillas showed up.
モンスターポイント。
まだいけるぜ。
ドスフルール。
Now, mind you, this move says that this gorilla is weak to Robin's grab.
グラップ。
俺は諦めが悪いんだ。
テンペスタ。
任せて。おれ。まだまだ。
All right, so look at this. Look at this. I need y'all to look at this. Dose fluid grab. Attack 1924. And it's weak to it. And I have the advantage because my type trumps this gorilla. I should be hitting 4 digits.
ドスフルール。グラップ。
Why am I not hitting 4 digits?
肉がいっぱいだ。
さあやるわよ。
私の出番かしら。ドスフルール。グラップ。
なんだ。クラするぞ。
テンペスタ。
さあガッチャン。
私の番ね。そこまで。これでどう。
なんだ。クラするぞ。
テンペスタ。
俺みんなの役に立つ怪物になりてえ。
All right, save points up here.
お、また鏡のやつだ。
Let's just go ahead and save. There's the win, Colossus. Fragment for Zoro that can go inside of his onigiri. Oh no, that can go into Tiger Trap. Good. Nope, I gotta run all the way around. Can't grab onto ledges to make traversing through areas quicker. Oh, you've got to be kidding. The only way up this way is just through this long, sloping way off to the side. You gotta run all the way around in order to get up to the next level. I'm not trying to find things wrong with this game. It's just the things that are wrong with this game stand out so much. Or I could have just gone up the stairs and gone down this slope. All right, fight time.
うわあ、吹き飛ばされそうだぞ。すごい風ね。でも、
ああ、このぐらいならとっくに経験済みだ。
そういや俺たちもっとすげえ嵐を何度も経験してるしな。
ああ、あんなやつに俺たちは負けねえ。ぶっ飛ばしてやる。
The thing that upsets me is that it tells me I have an advantage against this Wind Colossus, but I'm not going to do the damage it tells me I'm going to be able to do. I'm not going to be able to take out 3,000. The damage is 3,906 for Jet Bazooka with an advantage over this Wind Colossus. But it's not going to let me do that much damage. Why do I do half the damage it tells me I'm capable of doing?
これは一筋縄ではいかなそうね。そこまで。ゴー。
なめないでね。こう見えてなかなかやるわよ。
This game sucks. OG, It's disappointing. It's disappointing how some of these gameplay mechanics really hold back its potential. But simply because the foundation of its gameplay combat mechanics are so substandard to what I am used to from other games that know how to do it better, it drags the game down. It really does. And especially after finding out today that the damage that special attacks tell me I can do is not the damage it actually allows me to deal against enemies, that's disappointing. It makes combat feel like it's forcing me to fight at half strength no matter how much I level. So while I enjoy the story beats of post-time skip Straw Hats going back through their memories and everything, the gameplay leaves a lot to be desired.
任せて。どれどれ。いっただっき。今がチャンスだ。モンスターポイント。
お手柔らかにグランデ。
What was that about defense increasing? And Robin almost died from that one attack. Don't tell me my defense increases if it doesn't show. This thing is a speed type, and it has an advantage over technique types, which Robin is. But you mean to tell me that the amount of damage I do with Luffy against the Wind Colossus doesn't deal that same amount of damage? What do you mean? What do you mean I can't deal 3,000 against this thing and take half its health off, but it can take half of my health off, no problem? Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. I'm doing less than half. I'm doing less than half the damage of what I am capable of doing. And just took out Robin. Easily did 1,000 damage to everyone. Took out Robin. Chopper's bleeding. Attack is decreased.
こう見えてなかなかやるわよ。これ食べて元気出して。
ありがとうナミ、助かったわ。これは気を抜けなそうな相手ね。
No matter what I do, it's not going to matter because Robin is already predestined to do less damage against this one particular boss. Against enemies whose speed trumps, who are speed types. Literally, Robin cannot fight speed types because she will never be able to beat them as quickly as everyone else, regardless of how much I try to grind. I will never be able to be OP the way I want to. I can see that right now. Look at that. How does that work when I do only 2 digits worth of damage? But this dude and everyone else doesn't do that much. Why are you healing Luffy? Heal Robin. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This Wind Colossus should not be doing that much damage against Luffy. Because Luffy is of a higher hierarchy than this thing. It shouldn't be doing this much damage. It should be doing like two digits worth of damage to me, the same way Robin only did two digits worth of damage to it. But it's not the case. So you know what I need to do? I need to put all power types in here. I need to get Sanji in here. And I need to get Usopp in here. I need to get Sanji in here because he's a power type. And I need to get Usopp in here because at least this thing won't have a significant advantage if I use those specific team members specifically. Nah, Robin, you getting switched out. You're getting switched out. Get Sanji in here. And it says it's weak to this. It says it's weak to everything that Sanji can do. Win Colossus with Luffy, because Luffy's doing so much good damage right now. You know what? I am better off just putting defense. I'm just better off putting defense-related accessories on everyone just to make sure they can tank everything over putting attack, because what matters is that I outlast the enemy. Not a matter of me being more powerful than them, but as long as I can outlast them and have better defense than them, then the attack really doesn't matter. It's sad that I have to say that, but at the end, it's like that. Supposed to be weak to everything that Sanji does. It's supposed to be weak to it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this game. I don't know about this game. I don't know about this game anymore. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. My hype for it has died down astronomically for it. I love One Piece. I love reading One Piece for all of you. I love doing anything One Piece related, but this game is not it. It's not the definitive biggest One Piece game that we all deserve. It isn't. I'm playing through it and it just doesn't mesh. It just doesn't mesh well. The story's fine. The characters are fine. The dialogue is fine. The gameplay is subpar. And that hinders this whole game overall.
フランデ
Don't tell me my defense has gone up if I'm still taking plenty of damage afterwards. Don't waste my time telling me that.
ブルジャンブフランバージュシャット
Great, the attack that was capable of killing Robin instantly. Nami's down.
情けないスティアブルジャンブフランバージュシャット
ギアセカンドゴムゴムのジェットバズーカ医者を呼んでくれ大丈夫これでみんな治せる痛えよ
クソ血が
レディーにはこの特別な一皿だ。
助かるわサンジ君
いえいえ、男として当然です。その程度だ。
This better be it.
ゴムゴムのジェットバズーカ
There we go.
あの風は厄介だったがなんとか倒せたな
俺飛ばされるところだった
大丈夫よチョッパー。もしもの時は私が受け止めてあげるわ。
ここまで腕が上がるとは自分でも驚きだぜ。
こんなところで満足はしねえ。
さあリムのところに持って帰りましょう
Obtain Win Colossus Core.
また何か難しいことを調べているの
あなたが2年間気象を学んだのはウェザリアと言ってたわね。この文字に見覚えがないかしら。
言われてみればウェザリアの文献に使われていた文字に似ているかもね。でも似ているだけよ。全く読めないもの。
文字は文化や歴史などによってあっけなく形を変えていくものよ。だけどその基礎となる部分は堅くなに変化しないわ。
何が言いたいの？
そうね。この島にはウェザリアと源流を同じくする人たちが暮らしていたという仮説はどうかしら。
その人たちが記した石板なの？じゃあこの島の人は空島からやってきたってこと？
この石碑だけではそこまではわからないわね。ただ何かの関係があったことは確かね。
Interesting theory.
何二体目の巨像もか
これはまずいことになってきたな。
あってはならない歴史だ。知られるわけにはいかぬ。
元帥を呼べ。話があるとな。
Calling a Kainu? Okay, that's bad.
施設だったのかしら。
おそらくだが風だろうな。なんせ風を操る巨像がいたんだからな。
でも風と砂に何の関係が。あ、そっか、砂ぼこりを利用して風の動きを目に見えるようにしてたんだわ。
Another tablet to bring to Robin. Or hold for her, since we're grabbing so many. So now we need to get up here, because there's a fragment up here that I can't reach from the ground level. And is there anything hidden over here? Yep. Chest. Power resistance. So I need to put these rings and these accessories on characters to make them resistant to the types that can deal the most damage to them. All right, we're done. Let's go head to, oh, wait, I can't. I gotta manually, physically run all the way back outside. I'm gonna finish this game. I'm gonna finish it. But don't be surprised if I play more Forspoken instead of One Piece Odyssey often. Don't be surprised.
見ろ、ここにもスイッチがあるぜ。
よし、じゃあ押すか。
We got an Usopp fragment. Let's just cut this apart.
Oh, すげえ！上に登ってくぞ。
そうか、流砂を使ったエレベーターね。
落ち着け。どこに行くかわからねえエレベーターに飛び乗るのかよ。
落ち着くのはあんたよ。もうここまで来たらどんな場所に出ても驚かないわよ。
これが最初から使えりゃすげえ楽だったのによ。
あれ、コガニーはどうなるんだ？
心配するな。リムがうまいことやってくれるさ。
We'll save here.
ロビン、なんでもないわ。たださっき見た石板のことで少しね。さあ早く戻りましょう。
あ、リムだ。
おいリム。さあリム、箱も手に入れたし、あの不思議空間に連れてってくれよ。今度の冒険はどこに行くんだ？
次はここね。
ここは
ナミが覗いたキューブの中には見覚えのある大きな噴水をいただいた町が 映し出されていた。
All right, to the next adventure. Head to Water 7.
またあの町に行くことになるとはね。
ロビン、もういなくなっちゃダメだぞ。
ありがとうチョッパー。もういなくなったりしないわ。
なんだか大変な場所のようね。
大丈夫よ。さあ行きましょう。
The cube was absorbed, and the Straw Hat's strength returned.
Alright, Gum Gum Storm upgrade, Lion Song upgrade, Ashura Silver Mist, Ultra Tiger Trap, Thunderbolt Tempo expanded, Make expand, Smoke Star, Usopp Pound expand, Cook expand, Vo Shot expand, Cloven Cross expand, I can't even speak, and Delphinium expand. So Make can be upgraded, Cook can be upgraded, and Gum Gum Storm can be extended as well. And Shisunsun can be upgraded too. Zoro's panel has been expanded. Sanji's panel has been expanded.
迷路のような砂人の意向を超え、風の巨像を倒した麦わらの一味。新たなるキューブを手に入れた彼らは、再び記憶の世界メモリアを目指す。水の都で意外な人物が彼らを待ち受ける。
Mind you, we still don't have Frankie or Brooke.
海上都市ウォーターセブンの冒険。
もう一度お前と旅ができてよかったよ、メリー。
Chapter 3 clear.
「メリーとはここで別れるんだったな。なあルフィ、俺少しメリーと一緒にいていいか？
あ、わかった。じゃ先に行ってるぞ。
And Usopp left the party. There's a total of 9 chapters for this entire game. What the?
この世界のメモリアキューブはここみたいね。
Can't access now. Great. Pardon me.
Why なんで彼は残ったの？
そっとしておいてあげて。
俺と決闘しろ！
手が俺に勝てるわけねえだろうが。
そうだったの。
このウォーターセブンも前のアラバスタと同じように現実の世界と全く同じじゃないのよね。
見た感じ変わってるところはねえな。
俺たちここで何をすればいいんだ。
そうだな。アラバスタじゃクロコダイルを倒したから、ここでは CP9 のロブルッチを倒せばいいんじゃねえか。
それなら今回はそいつを倒すことで目的を達成できるはずだわ。
そうか。それじゃあ鳩のやつを探すぞ。
ロブルッチって何者なの？
恐ろしく強い敵よ。 CP9 という殺し屋集団のリーダー格なの。
そうだな。鳩のやつは強かったな。
闇雲に探しても奴がどこにいるかわからねえ。
まだアクアラグナは来ていないようね。
ってことは鳩の野郎はまだ船大工をしている頃合いだな。
じゃあ決まりね。向かうのはガレーラカンパニーよ。
ところでアクアラグナって？
とても大きな高潮のことよ。もしその最中ならこの辺は海の底ね。
アクアラグナってすごいのね。
Alright. So I got some objectives I can turn in. Win 5 battles in the Dust Ruins. Get some berries for that. Get any crew member to level 32. Free sleep ball. How about giving me an accessory that boosts my damage even higher so I can actually do the amount of damage attacks say I should be doing? Grand Log, Alabasta Part 6. Grand Log, Alabasta Part 7. Just hopping in a little bit before work, how much did you miss? We beat the Wind Colossus and the Dust Ruins. We are now here in Water 7. But some things have come to light about this game that makes it seem that makes it far more tedious than it ever was. So CJ, you know how I've been fighting all of these enemies this whole time in this game. Did you notice that whatever amount of damage attack said I could do, I was never doing that amount of damage, even if I had an advantage over enemies? Apparently, regardless of how much damage attacks say I can do and how much strength I actually have, I don't actually do the posted damage it says attacks can do. And I'm just now noticing that today. So what's the point of me even grinding out levels if my damage is not going to match that of what attacks say I can do? If it says I can do 3,945, I should be doing 3,945, not 1,862. I should be doing the damage it says, and not some random roulette number. That's foolishness. Foolishness, CJ. Foolishness. That seems like quite an oversight. It is, CJ, because when enemies are capable of dealing damage to me, and okay, so here's the hierarchy of how attacks work. Here's the hierarchy of how attacks work in this game. You have your power type, your speed type, and your technique type. And in clockwise, it shows you each one has an advantage over the other. Power has advantage over speed, speed has advantage over technique, technique has advantage over power, and it keeps going in that tri-loop. But when you go backwards with that, it means that power type can't do as much damage, does less damage against technique, technique does less damage against speed, and speed does less damage against power. In reverse. So there shouldn't be a reason why enemies who are of a weaker affinity to me, like say a speed type is fighting Luffy, automatically the speed type should be doing less damage. They should not be doing so much critical damage to me where it's like they are ignoring resistances. And that has happened multiple times. So the combat for this game is not ideal. It's not ideal at all. And sometimes it just doesn't seem worth it for me to get into fights if I'm going to be going up against enemies whose levels I don't know, whose power I'm not aware of, and I'm just fighting blindly in the dark. And I made comparisons to Elden Ring, but at least Elden Ring gives you a good, clear indicator of how strong enemies are to you. This game does not. So I sometimes see the point in me even grinding out levels if I can't even tell if I'm going to be able to one-shot enemies or spend way too much time on them. And that's sad. Shouldn't be that way. So here's what I'm going to do. Luffy is a power type. Technique types are good against him. So we need to put a technique resistant ring on him to make him resistant to technique types. Matter of fact, get rid of all this attack because I'm not doing this much damage anyway. Just make him incredibly resistant to technique types. Or make it so that technique types do neutral damage against him. Let's just have it at that. It's not even worth it for me to put so much attack into Luffy if it's not even going to accomplish anything as far as making me resistant to enemies. Now technique types no longer have an advantage. So what did you think about the Power Slap League that you briefly mentioned earlier in my previous stream? Do you have the power of the Pimp Slap and Iron Chin to succeed in such a thing? Nah. I ain't about to get in no tournament where you have to let your face get hit on purpose. I saw a clip of it, and it's supposed to be coming on TBS, right? I saw a clip of it, and people are getting knocked out. People are getting knocked out from slaps. Not punches, slaps. People are getting knocked out, passed out. One chick got slapped in the face so hard that when she got up, she literally could not stand and flipped over because she lost all sense of balance and where she was. Nah, I ain't taking that on. Nah, I ain't getting in no slap competition. And also think about it. You are getting slapped by people who are putting every ounce of their strength in their swings to hopefully knock you out when they slap you. And you have to take it. You have to take it. You have to take it. So nah, I ain't for that. I ain't for that. It'd be funny to watch people get slapped around in an actual competition for money to watch, but no, I would not. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing power slap. Then bruises as well if you got a weak facial constitution. Oh yeah, that particular bout girl did a full Elden Ring Soulsborne tumbler flip. She fat rolled as soon as she got slapped and tried to get up. She was over encumbered with slap.
ここに奴が向かっておるとの情報は本当だったようじゃな。どうします？面倒な奴が現れたもんじゃわい。計画の修正が必要なようじゃ。
では飛翔艇を襲撃する計画は延期に。
海軍大将がおるうちは表立って事件など起こせんわい。パティフラムの持つ設計図を優先した方が良さそうじゃな。まずはみんなに報告せい。
はっ。
So Kaku out here already watching. And apparently Aokiji's here too. Somewhere. Dang, going back an hour really messed with time. It's 6 o'clock right now, but it's starting to get really, really dark out. It's almost as if it should be 8 o'clock. I need to get myself some food too. I need something heavy. I need something big, and I need something heavy. I'll get it after the stream's over, though.
道を回るしかないみたいね。行きましょう。
What weight class would you be if you wanted to pursue that? You be a heavyweight? I'd probably be a lightweight. I mean, I weigh 160 something. I'm 5'8" and I weigh 160. Last time I checked, I weighed 162 pounds. I'm 5'8" and I weigh 162. I might be. What is it? Not what is it? Would I fall into lightweight or would I fall into midweight? I know I'm not featherweight. I am not featherweight. But would I fall into lightweight? Barbecue bacon burger? Ooh, that sounds nice. Where could I get one of those? I might end up getting my regular bourbon bacon and cheeseburger meal again. But actually, I actually haven't had a bourbon bacon cheeseburger meal in a minute. Welterweight? That's between. What is welterweight? Okay, so boxing. Okay, so boxing divisions have. It says I would fall between middleweight and super middleweight. Actually, yeah, I would fall into middleweight because welterweight is 152 and then middleweight would be 165. I'm in between welterweight and middleweight. And then after that is light heavyweight with 178, heavyweight with 201, and then super heavyweight, anything that's over 201. So I'd probably be in. I would be in between welterweight and middleweight. Because light heavyweight is 178, and I am not at that degree. So we'll play a little bit more, we'll explore a little bit more. I'm looking over what I can put. Defense. Guts. Like, why do I even have this freeze jewel on Sanji at all? I need defense. That'll be later. Gilly Law's company, Dock 1, is on the opposite shore of that rental bull shop. You know what, CJ? The game started to mess with me so much and started to disappoint me going through this that I actually didn't want to do any voice lines. It was like, this game is just so lacking in certain areas. It just kind of discouraged me from doing voices, but I'm good now. I can do it again. When you can't use a bull, you'll have to run around the city. Well, just head north. And it's a pretty big map. Pretty big. But we need to head over... Not over there. Oh, we can't even get over there because it's blocked, so we have no choice but to run this way. Glad you're feeling better. Oh no, I'm fine. It's just that playing through this game and seeing how disappointing the combat was, it was like, ugh. It was a downer. It was a downer. The gameplay and the combat was a downer. So I'm fine. But the gameplay, the combat gameplay for this game was just so discouraging. So undeniably discouraging. I was thinking, there's no way that this game was in development for 7 years and it comes out like this for the combat. There's no way. Yeah, we gotta make our way all the way through. It's nice and it's cool that we're running through these streets. I got no problem with the maps. I got no problem with the characters. I got no problem with the story. I got no problem with the dialogue. I don't even have a problem running back. Well, I have a slight problem running back and forth and it never feels fast to me. But it's the combat that I feel is the biggest check mark against this game.
Welcome, have a look around.
So energy apple, are you only allow me to buy foodstuffs? Because it seems that way. Yeah. Let's move on to the next story beat. I'll make a save there and I'll probably call it a session after that. And then we'll continue on possibly tomorrow. But like I said, don't be surprised if I'm dedicating more time to playing Forspoken than I am One Piece Odyssey. I do intend to finish both games. But One Piece needs to work harder for me to love it. It needs to work so much harder.
リムちゃん、店もいくつかあるけど見ていくか？
あなたたちが見たいなら付き合ってあげてもいいわよ。あ、本だらけ。
ようやく着いたわね。
現実世界の一番ドックと壁とか全然違うような。
そうか、こんなもんじゃねえか。
Let me open up this point so that way we can fast travel over here if need be. Why is that dude shaking so hard? He
着い
alright?
たわ。ガレーラカンパニーよ。
ここは何？
造船所だ。ここで船を作ってる。
ここで船を作るの？アディオの家より大きな船ができそうね。
さあ、ロブルッチを探しましょう。
Just casually saying, let's look for Rob Lucci. Just casually. Casually.
みんな忙しそう。リム、邪魔になるといけないから勝手に動き回っちゃダメだぞ。そうね。気をつけるわ。
Alright, I'm gonna save here. Actually, hold on. Back out. We need to mark this place on our map so we can fast travel to this place too. Now we will save. And I'm gonna call it a session there. I am hungry, and I got some things to think about concerning this game. I really do need to think about it a little bit more, because, like I said, I'm gonna play it until I see the credits roll, because I don't want to leave this game unfinished, even though I had the thought of, like, I don't know if this game is worth it, but I intend to see it through to the end like I do basically everything else. So, I'm gonna call it a session here. We will continue tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, I'm gonna relax and play some other games, you know, get the feeling of like, oh, I'm actually getting powerful the more I keep going. So I'll probably mess around with that stuff. And my stream will not be as going late into the day as this one because I had other things to do. I do appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. It really does mean the world to me. And I can't wait to see you all as we continue to play One Piece Odyssey. Hopefully, I'm either getting into the Paramount War or getting into Dressrosa by the time Forspoken comes out on Tuesday. Let's see how far we can progress One Piece Odyssey until Tuesday, because that's when Forspoken drops. So I'm looking forward to both those games and all the other games that I mentioned in the community post earlier. This channel is about to get very, very, very busy, especially with solo leveling returning as well, and the final chapter of the beginning after the end that's supposed to be popping up this month, I believe, as well. Overall, your boy is staying busy. Thank you for making this a fantastic job for me to be employed in. I just want to say thank you for making this my dream job so entertaining. You guys have blessed me just by being here. I'm humbled. I want to say thank you to all of you. You make this job worthwhile, and I appreciate you all and everything that you do. So, with that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic evening, and once again, as always, later, peoples.